Some have described YouTube's comments as a disaster on an unprecedented scale. Well, the Factual Feminist viewers are very much the exception. I mean, your comments and questions are great, maybe the best on the internet. And I'll respond to some of them coming up. Now, a commenter named Rendar Smith writes in response to the Rule of Thumb video, "Christina, I love what you do, but you have got to drop the feminist label. The movement has failed. It's filling society with anti-male bigotry." Well, this is probably one of the most common criticisms that I get. Why call myself a feminist? Well, I became a feminist in high school back in the last millennium. I grew up with a style of feminism that has nothing to do with what passes for feminism today. It wasn't about denigrating men or fixating on victimhood. It was about being a free, responsible, self-determining being. And in my writings, I call that style of feminism equity feminism, or more recently, freedom feminism. Freedom feminism stands for the moral, social, and legal equality of the sexes. And it's a great American success story. I still believe the world needs a healthy, evidence-based women's movement. And I think the major battles for equality and of opportunity in the United States, they have been fought, they have been won. But the work of feminism remains unfinished. Across the globe, there are women's groups struggling to survive in the face of genuine, sometimes violent oppression. And despite women's immense progress in the U.S., the poverty rolls are still disproportionately filled with women and children. So I think the unique circumstances of women require special attention and sometimes protection. Now, having said all that, I am well aware that in the minds of many, feminism connotes an irrational, male-blaming, paranoid worldview. And I admit that I'm mortified by all the fuss about trigger warnings and microaggressions and checking your privilege. I mean, the spectacle of those panicked Wellesley women demanding that a statue of a guy be removed from campus because it reinforced the rape culture.
That a controversial statue of that man sleepwalking, I should say, in his underwear is triggering apprehension, fear, and even thoughts of sexual assault.
I mean, to my mind, that is not feminism. That's just madness. Well, but I'm also aware that men in the United States, as much as women, face problems. I think it's hard to say who's better off. It's a complicated mix of burdens and benefits. So, to answer the question, I fully understand that many may wonder why I don't clearly distance myself from the extremists who have run off with feminism. Why not commit myself to a more inclusive cause? Call it peopleism or equalism. Well, I'm tempted. But you know, I'm just not ready to give it up. I think the movement, it has a noble history, and it has to be reformed from within. And one last thing. If it bothers you that I call myself a feminist, just remember this. It bothers the gender warriors at Jezebel even more. On to the next comment. This one comes from Alice Ward. And Alice Ward points out that the rape culture activists insist that it is wrong to be disrespectful and to assume that women lie about rape. But then she says, "The thing that has always confused me is that according to these feminists, men are evil enough to rape, murder, commit all kinds of heinous acts, yet women aren't evil enough simply to lie." Well, I think that's a shrewd observation, Alice. I would call that the women are from Venus, men are from hell school of feminism. Well, please keep sending me your comments and questions. I greatly appreciate them and enjoy them. And if you've enjoyed this video and others, please subscribe to the series, follow me on Twitter, and thank you for watching The Factual Feminist.